part 5, we'll be using Cobalt Blue, Ultramarine Blue, Black, Neutral Gray, Burnt Sienna, Titanium White, and a different Burnt Sienna that has more red in it. The brushes that we used was a 10/0 fan brush, a 2/0 liner brush, a 1/4 angle brush. Hey y'all, welcome back to Painting with Jan on Shumperts Hill. This is actually part 5, and so as you can tell, this is a painting that I'm doing for myself, and so I'm taking my time with it. If I don't like something, I try to fix it. And so you're seeing the good, the bad, and the ugly with this. And as you've seen in the last video, how I changed the color of my bench and I changed the color of my snowman, and I've got them where I like them now, so I'm happy with that. This is going up on my mantelpiece, and so I'm trying to take my time and do it the way I want it to, and it's a good experience, and thought I'd share it with y'all. I'm looking at this painting today, and I'm going to try to pull this around here. I'm looking at this tree. I've worked on this tree one time, and I'm happy with the tree here. But I was looking at it. I've got the branches coming out high up here on the canvas, but I've stopped them down here about 3/4 of an inch from the top, and it looks weird. And so today in this video, I'm going to show you how I'm going to fix that. And then if possible, I'm going to maybe add a fence today in this video, and then we'll go from there and see what else we can get done. But I think I want an old fence, and I'm going to fix that tree. So come join me as we try to get that done today. I've got my, I'm going to use my 1/4 angle brush. I'm going to use my brown, my black, and some of my white. And I'm just going to bring in, I'm going to come in right off of here and just bring in a big limb if I can. I got some snow there, but I'll have to fix over that. That's okay. That one just came off of that, so let's just bring some of this water on this. Okay, and then we're just bringing some and as you can see, I'm just bringing a little bit on up past it with this so it doesn't look so strange. And then we'll bring this one. So I think I'm pretty happy with that. I may bring this one on out a little bit. There we go. And then other than just letting this dry, and let me bring it in a little bit. Get some of this. Maybe I need a little more white on it. I said I was going to let it dry, but I think I need a little something. There we go. Just something to help. Okay. So I think that fills in my tree more. I just need to, at this point, let that dry, and then I'll come back in there with snow, with some more snow. I'm coming back in here, and I'm going to put me a little fence. Got some water on my brush. A little fence that's just part of a fence in here. And I think I'm going to use my gray. I'm probably going to need some white, so I'll have to get some. And I may use some of this. Nope, I'm going to use the gray and white, and I may use a little black with it. I'll let you know. I'm just picking up the gray and the white, and I am going to put a little black with it. Just make it a little little darker here. And I don't want my fence to be crazy. It's an old fence and it's going to be falling down. So that's what I'm looking at. You can see the little, I've just picked me a spot and they're probably about an inch, about an inch long. I'm only going to make like just a few of these. I'm not making a bunch. They're a dark gray and that's okay because we're going to come back in there with some other stuff. And I'm going to put another one right in here. I'm just trying to space them out about even. I'm only going to put like 5 or 6. I don't want a whole bunch because I just want them to, as you can tell, they're falling over. And that's the extent I'm going with my fence there. Wash my brush, wipe it off, and then I'm just going to pick up a little bit of white and come in here and just kind of put in a little bit of some color on them just to help for right now. And come back in and put snow on them. So I just want to show you the difference. This is a burnt sienna and this is burnt sienna. This one is more of a brown, or this is more of a rust color. For some reason, I don't know if they put enough. They put more brown. I think they might have made a mistake when they put this one. I think this one should have actually been a raw sienna, or raw burnt something. It should have been a more of a brown color. I think they did put the color in wrong, but that's what I've been using. But this one is a lighter rust, and that is actually what I want. So I'm going to confuse the daylights out of y'all. And I'm going to call this the rust color. But that is what I'm going to be using on this one, on my fence post. I'm just going to, and I'm going to put the colors here. You can actually see the difference in the two colors when I put them side by side. They're called the same thing. It's just this one's got more red in it than that one does, and I want the one with the red in it. I'm going to use my liner brush that's got the longer bristle, and I'm going to use some of the blue with it, and I'm going to use some of the white with it. All these kind of crazy colors. I'm just going to, and I might not like it. I might have to do it different. We'll see. But I'm just going to come along in here. And I'm going to bring a strand of wire. I am going to pick up just the brown and bring it just so I can figure out where I want it. We're going to loop it around our fence post is what I'm doing. And bring it. And I still have these colors, and I'm just picking up different colors of it. Might could have mixed some of that. I don't like the way that one did. So I'm going to fix that. I'm going to grab a little water with my brush here. And I'm going to wipe that off. Grab my paper towel here. And wipe it off. Oh, I got it all. So look what I got to do. Got to fix it all, y'all. See, I told you this is the bad, the good, the bad, and the ugly. So I'm going to take that brush back again, the flat brush, the angle brush, and I'm going to bring in this again. And I'm bringing a little white with him. And then I'm going to go ahead and bring in my fence. I'm going to wipe this off right here because it feels like it's actually going to bring a little white in here, and I'm going to put a little white in there just to make it a little whiter. But I'm going to come in here and do some snow and stuff and do stuff anyway. So actually since I got my paintbrush, I'm just going to tap I'm going to bring some blue in. I'm going to just put a little bit of blue in here underneath these fence posts. And I'm going to wipe that off. And then I'm just going to pick up a little white and start coming in here with some, just kind of wipe it off, pick up some more white. Just gives us some little life back here that's different. Okay. We can just kind of let them bump into each other a little bit. I'm going to get my 2/0 liner brush, and I'm going to pick up my the burnt sienna with the red in it, the real color of burnt sienna. I'm just going to put some little make it kind of look like little barbs. I'm not going into real detail. I'm just putting some little marks here and there to make it look like there's something with that fence going on with that fence. And I'm doing it very, very tiny because it's bob wire. That's what it is. It's not regular. It's not a board. This might have been an old cow pasture at one time that is turned into a sanctuary for this family. Just try not to get too much of something. It's not something that needs a lot of detail, but I think I packed it white. And it just takes a little time, just sitting and enjoy, just dotting your life away. When did I ever think that just sitting and dotting would be fun? But it has become quite fun. I got too much of my brush, so roll it out and just pick it a little bit up. Wipe my brush off, and I might just grab a little bit of the gray, and I think I might grab some white with it and make it a little lighter gray. And then I'm going to just come around in spots and just kind of add some color variations to it because it's rusty. everybody's sitting there right now. You can see people. That's not looking too good. You can see the people. They're watching the fence. There's something about that fence. It's the view, y'all. It's just the view. Everything hopefully will be pretty. Had too much paint on my paintbrush, so I decided to get some of it off. I just like the different colors on the barbed wire. I'm going to let that dry. I'm just picking up my angle brush and I'm coming in with the snow and I'm going to put it on. I'm going to put a little bit of white, just a little bit in here, because I like that. But I'm going to come in here and put some snow on the side of this tree and on the limbs. I'm just tapping it in. I've showed y'all this in previous videos, or tried to. Sometimes my recording talents is I can't remember to cut that thing on. Alright, and so I'm just tapping just to get that snow effect on our trees. It's not much, so that's good. I just got to just do it, because I just didn't like the way it had turned out. So that's why, you know, good thing is we can always, if we don't like something, we can always fix it, because what I tell you is just paint. And then we've got one more right here that I need to bring in some paint. So I think that's it. I think the tree is done now. Quarter angle brush. I'm using Cobalt Blue and I'm going to use some white with this. And I'm just going to use a little bit, hopefully, to make us a little bit of a lighter blue. I don't want to go crazy. Alright, so I got a decision. I want some water in here. And so I'm just going to come in here and lay some water down. It's just kind of going up in there. It's not going to be a big body of water. It's just, could be a river. It's got some darker colors in some spots, lighter colors in others. It just kind of plays out. Could be just a little pond. Just a little body of water here. That's all we're asking for. I don't want it to be so blue, but I want it to have different colors in it. And I guess I want the kind of like the lighter, the white over it, to make it look like it's kind of icy. But I do like that way it's doing. And I think I am going to bring it on over. Just kind of let it run off the screen, the canvas, the screen. Listen at me. I might just come in here and So you didn't see that. So I actually just, I decided just to bring it on off of the canvas here. This is when you decide at the last minute, okay, I'm going to make this, I'm going to put this in, I'm going to put that in. And so you have to decide. What am I doing here? So that's just going to play out that way. I just kind of straighten the river up a little bit in here. I may have to fix that one little limb to make it look like it's coming, it's in front of the river. That's what I want it to do. My body of water. You know, rivers never completely it's got it's not going to be straight. So if we want to put in some different things in here, that'd be great. I'm really wanting to get that a little lighter color there. I just seem to like the white over it because it's cold weather. So I have to bring in more of the white just to make it look frosty. So the river's in front of the fence. The fence has had better days. So I'm sliding it down where we can get to the next portion. And I'm just going to pick up some more of the white and let's make it a little whiter right in here. We can do that. Kind of in front of the family, where they can see a little more. We can make it a little whiter. They're looking at that view, enjoying it. I'm going to just kind of tap in here some of this river into these trees. So I tap in right in here. It's hard with this canvas. I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm just bringing some of the blue in between the branches to make it look like it just kind of going off of the it's getting smaller. It's just playing out over there. That's all I wanted to do. I want it to play out over here. This is my focus right here, is in this area. So let's go ahead and focus it. And just put this down. Spot back here. I can bring snow in and pretty stuff. So I'm gonna there's all kind of stuff on the banks of the river. So pick up just some of this white and just start tapping some of there. There we go. I didn't have much white, so I just tapped a little bit. But I want to let this dry and see how I like it, and I'll show it to you on the easel because it's easy for me to show it on the easel, and then we'll see how we're going to go from there. Okay, so from standing point, here is the river, and I actually like it. And so I know there's some things I'm going to be doing to that river, that water. I like the way it's hid behind the trees and then just kind of fades out into the tree. Now I actually might make that line over there a little, the over there by the snowman. I might make that a little smaller with the snow. I don't know yet. But we're going to put stuff in here. So, yeah, I'm liking my river so far. I'm going to work on this fence post here. I've got white on my palette, and I'm going to use my 2/0 liner brush. And I'm just going to pick up some, and I'm going to start tapping in some snow on top of my fence post here. Actually, yep. And I'm just kind of piling it on there so we can see it. I'm going to roll my brush, and I'm just going to come along and put snow on top of my fence, my little barbed wire here. Just, it's kind of toning it down, but at least, but there's snow on it, so you can see that there is a little snow going up there on top. And I'm not really worrying about the little barbs. I'm just putting some snow on the wire itself. And if it gets on some of the, and I'm not going in every spot, I'm just kind of, I might leave some a little more visible in areas. It's just, and then some spots might have more snow, just according how the brush hits. It's according how my hand hits, and then I can do it lightly. I can pick up and come around. I do want to hit that post. I do want to look like I got some there, and that just kind of where it was real bright too. It's kind of, even though it's still, you can see the rust. It's not as dark as it was, or bright as it was. I like right there at that fence, just kind of piling it up on the wire against the fence. That's really, to me, it's really, I like it. It makes it pop a little bit more. And I'm trying to just get y'all in here where you can really see what's going on in here. Just have to do this really, really lightly, as I said before, as a butterfly. We're going to sting like a bee, we're going to float like a butterfly. And then when I come to that fence, I can just dab a little bit more up in there. Now, I'm going to grab my angle brush real quick. I'm going to grab some of this white. I told you I didn't know if I want this river this wide. It's just a thing of bringing in a little of the snow as an arrow. I'm going to get it where y'all can see it. Okay, just bringing in a little of the snow here and just laying on some snow on my banks of my river. And then I can just, that way the river is not anywhere straight, and we've got this snow going in here where the tree is, and come back in here and do it again. Just rubbing some of this. I got my angle brush, which you can use any kind of brush you want, but because I'm just spreading it on in here unevenly, really like icing. Just to give us some touch that river and make it the bank and make it look like it's got life going on there. And I'm just going to, because I wanted to bring that down a little bit, and I'm still going to do more there. So I'm going to use my number 0/2 brush, and I'm going to take I want a blue gray is what I want. So I'm using my Cobalt Blue, a little white and some black. I'm going to try this in different layers to see if it's what I like. I'm going to take that blue gray that I just made, and I'm going to come in here with that number 2 pencil, and I'm just going to start flickering in a few little, let's get some water here, thin this out a little bit. Try to flick in a little bit of grasses. It's just around the fence. I'm going to use, I've got a 10/0 fan brush. And so let's try, I'm just going to grab some of this, the blue gray, and I'm just going to come in here and do some, it looks crazy, but I know there's a reason I'm doing it. Right in here, just a few little grasses. And I'm just using it and sweeping up. And that's just putting me a few little grasses in my painting. I think it's pretty. I haven't even used that filbert. I'm just using the little fan brush with the blue gray. And I think I'll bring it on over here and bring a few in here. Just take a few off. I've got some more white in there. That's okay. We can bring more in. I got the paint's a little bit too wet there, but that's okay because it's in the distance. So this is kind of what I want to do on my river, is put some of these, use some of this blue gray that I made, and just put some it's grasses. I like the idea of grasses throughout the painting, not just one spot. So see, we can bring some in. I'm going to pull this out so I can show y'all. I can bring some over here because I'm having to move it a lot because I'm moving around a good bit. But just right there is just, and I don't want to go crazy, but that just gives me a few of those grasses. And then, of course, we can bring some snow in. I might like that a little bit better around these fence post than what I did. So that's what I'm going to do. See, you just kind of play with things and see what you like. It's just kind of sweeping it up. You can always add different things in there, but that just adds to that in the background. We can actually come in and put a little bit in our tree line in spots. I'm just going crazy with it. That's what I'm doing. I'm trying not to, but I'm going crazy with it. Let's put some more in here. I'm just trying to just get my grasses in different areas. Let's put some more right in here in this and I'm sweeping and tapping. Don't have to see the whole river. Some places can have the grasses. And I like the darker because of the winter scene. I like that it's got these grasses here. And I'm going to pull some right in here. Let's see, I'm going to put some in my color over here in a little bit, but let's see, let's put a few right in here. I'm going to come to the corner here, and I'm going to do a few here. And I'm still not liking this one, so I'm going to tap in some more. It's just a little different color. It's okay. Because we're coming in with snow. And that just covers our riverbank. Now I can grab a little bit of it and come just tap in some right here around the bench. I'll get it out in a minute. Sometimes I think of things to say, and then I get so busy, carried away in my own thoughts that I forget. So I'm liking this. I'm going to grab some more here. May have to grab some more blue. I'm liking the grasses on my and I'm just tapping in. That's because we're just going to do all kinds of stuff here. So, like that one's just kind of really, you can see that one. I put one right there, but I put it really light. So I'm trying to get it where, as I'm working, you can see it. But I've used white, cobalt blue, and some black. And I'm just mixing that together, getting my blue color here. And we can just, the grasses can just, like I said, just take over. They don't have to be the same. We can have different kind of grasses. And I like the grasses. And you would see that on, nothing would be the same on the river, so that's the good thing. Okay, and we may come back in here and put some under here where they're walking, just to let them stand. But I got to fix them yet, so yeah. I'm just tapping away because I like it. Can you get carried away with something? Yes. I got too much blue in that. So let's get rid of some of this blue and make it more of a gray. And just, this is going to have some stuff over it, so I'm just putting some life into my painting. Alright, let's see. I don't want to go too crazy, but I am going to come in here with a little bit more. And I'm just going to pull some of this up. Okay. I'm fixing this a little bit. I'm mixing some white. I'm mixing my colors again. And I'm just going to come in and touch up on this blue. I'd rather have it a little darker. Okay. So this concludes our part 5 of the family.